Hello, crafty friends. Hi, how are you? It has been a minute, right? It's been a couple minutes. It's been a couple minutes. Hello and welcome. I'm not sure if this is going up Thursday or Friday, so happy day, whatever day you're watching this. Welcome to Mislaid Pages. My name is Jessie. My pronouns are they, them, and she, her. And this is where I talk about cross stitch when I get the time to post videos. I also talk about other crafty stuff. This is where I talk about the crafty stuff. This is the place outside of Twitch that I talk about the crafty stuff. So hi, welcome. If you're new here, I'm so happy to meet you. If you are not new here, I am so happy to have you back. I'm so happy that you stuck around because it has been significantly longer than it usually is since I have posted a video. I think it was the middle or like 3/4 of the way into July last time I posted a video, and so it's been a few minutes. So yeah, things have been busy, 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 busy. As many of you know, if you've been here for any length of time, we started working back in the office back in May, and that has really taken its toll over the last several weeks. Because it turns out that I'm only working the office Monday through Wednesday, and I telework Thursday and Friday, but being in the office for those 3 days at the beginning of the week, it really drains me. And by Thursday, I don't have energy. I don't have energy to do as much as I would like to do. And the more I have tried to stick to my previous schedules and stick to my previous things that I was trying to get done, the less I've been able to keep up with all the things, which is really unfortunate. So I apologize that I haven't posted a video in such a long time. I'm going to try to be more frequent in my videos. I'm not going to promise that I can do it every week, every 2 weeks, because I just don't know. I just don't know. But I appreciate all of you who have hung out. I appreciate those of you who are new here and trying to check me out. So I want to make sure that I'm still posting content. The other reason, in addition to the fact that the work schedule is just kind of like, I get nothing done outside of work Monday through Wednesday now. Almost nothing. I just don't have the brain power. I don't have the energy. So Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday are usually really, really packed with trying to do all the other things that I do outside of work, which includes running a small business, dyeing fabrics, doing Twitch streams, which really has only been once a week. So it's not like I'm over on Twitch for 24 hours and then I'm never here. It's just that it's a lot, and I find the Twitch content easier just because I don't feel like I have to plan so much. I don't feel like I have to figure out what I need to say. I just sort of show up and I chat with people, which is a lot less pressure for me than it is filming a video and editing it and uploading it and then waiting for comments and things like that. So if you feel like I'm ignoring you here on YouTube, it's not that I'm ignoring you, it's that it takes more time, it takes more effort, and I don't want to half-ass it. So I haven't been any assing it at all. So I apologize for that. I'm going to work on that. But as I have been reminded recently, you cannot give more than 100% to anything. You can't give 100% to multiple things. 100% is a whole you, and there's only one of you to go around. There's only one of me to go around. And unfortunately, YouTube kind of falls on the back end of things. So, but I'm working on balance. I'm working on balancing the things. But in addition to all of that, the other reason that I haven't really posted is because I haven't been stitching. I've been doing so many other things. There hasn't been a lot of time for stitching. I have some stitching to show you today. It's not a ton of stitching, but I do have some things to share with you. What I have more to share with you is all the things that are coming up. So if we thought summer was busy, just wait for fall, y'all. Just wait. Just wait. There's so much happening. I didn't even realize how much was going to be happening from September through October, but it is a lot. It's very exciting. I'm very inspired. I'm hoping I can keep up with the breakneck pace. We will see. We will see. We're going to give ourselves lots of grace over the next few months. We're going to give ourselves space to do what feels okay and space to let go of the things that don't work for us. That's a thing that we're doing. Okay. I'm telling you that because I need to tell myself that. So we're giving ourselves a break. We want to do all the things. We understand that it is not possible to do all of the things all of the time. A little bit of everything. Okay. Anyway. Bo Burnham is still stuck in my head, just FYI. Y'all don't usually get to see me break into song. Usually that only happens over on Twitch. Just saying. So, how about, because I can't think of, I have life updates, I guess, but I can't think of them right now. So let's start with, I have my pen. Let's start with the cross stitching. Should we just start with the cross stitching? I'll just jump right into the cross stitching. So I'm going to actually go backwards with my stitching because that's how it's laid out next to me here. And it's just going to be easier on me to do it that way. So the most recent thing I've stitched, I actually started this last night. So yesterday, as I'm filming this, it is Thursday, September 1st. So yesterday was Wednesday, August 31st, which is a dark 13 day. So I do dark 13 stitching, hashtag dark 13 stitching on the 13th and the 31st as applicable. And dark 13 stitching is basically just stitching on something spoopy, something Halloweeny, something creepy, something spooky. Whatever fits that bill for you. What I have been doing is stitching on creepy cryptids. So the creepy cryptids are a witchy stitcher stitch along that started last year. The stitch along's finished now. Pardon the sip. The stitching is finished now, but so the whole pattern has been released. Now the stitching's not finished. The stitch along is finished. The whole pattern has been released. And what I'm doing is I'm actually stitching each individual little cryptid on a separate piece of fabric that ultimately I'm going to somehow bind into a book later on. I'm going to finish them all into a book later on. My hope was to get all of them stitched during this year, but that's not going to happen because I've missed a few dark 13s and I haven't stitched them as quickly as I had thought I would. So regardless, someday I will finish stitching the creepy cryptids and then I will finish them into a book of some sort. Okay, sorry, work email. So I'll finish them into a book at some point in the future. And yeah, so then I'll have a creepy cryptid book. Now currently running is a supernatural stitch along by the Witchy Stitcher. Same idea, but with like mythical and supernatural creatures. So there's things like sirens and archangels and just all kinds of interesting things. So that might be a future book once I finish this one. So I started my incredibly lightning fast, super ambitious start. So this is my dark 13 stitching. You can see the light in the curtain. Can you tell what it is? Can you tell? Can you tell? Yeah, it's Nightcrawler. It's the Nightcrawler from the Creepy Cryptids. There's a total of 21 stitches in here because I had intended on stitching this last night. I got onto Knit Night, which is something that Jasmine over at The Knitting Nurse hosts on Wednesday nights on her Discord. And I had fully intended to start this while we were sitting there chatting. I got distracted by OBS. By setting up some stuff in my OBS. And the next thing I knew, it was after 10 o'clock. And I was like, oh. So I quickly set up my fabric and got a few stitches in there. So there we go. That's my new start. So that's going to give you an idea of just how much stitching I have done over the last couple of months. So that's a new start. That's Creepy Cryptids, the Nightcrawler, which I just started yesterday. The other thing I have worked on most recently, I have been stitching on, okay, I'm going to have to get a piece of paper here. I did not know that the light back there was going to cause me such issues. Okay, so there we go. It's my show notes. Are we professional here? We're super professional here. So this is Peruvian Cats. There was a Peruvian Cats Sal stitch along sometime last year when Ana Aguayo originally released this pattern. So the chart is by Ana Aguayo of Peruvian Flair, and this is Peruvian Cats. I'm stitching it on a piece of 40 count granite linen from Stitch Me with a variegated thread called Bejewel from Kathy Davidson at Dying for Cross Stitch. Can y'all see how hard my brain is working to remember the details? So this is a super awesome, super cute chart. And I have actually, in the last couple of weeks, I've gotten that entire piece of border that you see, as well as like that entire first cat in the front. I think I stitched some of the other cat as well, since the last time you saw this. But mostly it's been that border, which I love. I love that border in this floss. It's so awesome. So yeah, this has been really fun. So I stitched this for Paugust, hashtag Paugust, which is the cat-based hashtag that Heike of Stone Cold Coffee Crafts came up with, because August is her birthday and she loves cats. So Paugust. So this was my Paugust stitching. That's definitely going to be a thing going forward. Paugust. So yeah. So I've been stitching on that. I think I've gotten, I don't know, something like 600 stitches in this. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just looking to see. And if y'all see me looking strangely through my glasses, I have progressive lenses now. New glasses, who does? So yeah, I have to look down. I have to look down through the bottom of the lenses to see the 40 count fabric, especially with all this light shining in my face. And I thought in this yellow section that I had missed some crosses, but I see the crosses. I think I just pulled the fabric a little too tightly when I was stitching that. But anyway, so there's that. And then before this, I was stitching on, I was doing 25/7. And I forget who starts all these things. So, I don't remember who started Dark 13 stitching. Heike and Rachel are like screaming it at me because they've told me before and I don't remember. I have trouble keeping track of things if I don't write them down, and I have never written that down. And what I can remember, I found out about 25/7 through Michelle of Bendy Stitchy, and she found out about it from a quilter, I think, who has a YouTube channel. If you Google 25/7, I think that's how I found the stuff a while ago. I don't remember if I saved a link, but the idea behind 25/7, if you're not familiar, is that you stitch on, you work on a project. It doesn't have to be a stitch. It can be knitting, quilting, whatever you want to do. You work on a project for 25 minutes a day, 7 days a week. So you theoretically you're doing it just for a short amount of time, 7 days a week. If you're cross stitching, you could do 25 stitches, 7 days a week. I prefer 25 minutes because that feels more like real progress. It feels like more progress to me. And you do it for as long as you want. You can do it until you finish the project. You can do it until you hit a certain progress goal on the project. You can stop and start as you like. You can skip days and go back. However you want to run it. It's one of those things where it's completely your project, your rules. Do whatever you want to. But it's just another way to help you get progress on things that you want to get progress on. So I had been working 25/7 on my Pilgrim. Okay, this is super awkward. Ugh, okay. On the Pilgrim by Long Dog Samplers. And this is, I'll hold it over here so that the light does not go through the design. So you can't see me, but you can probably still hear me, hopefully. I'll lean this way so I'm closer to the mic. So this is the Pilgrim by Long Dog Samplers, and this is actually a new to me whip, but a whip that had already been started by Michelle Garrett over at Bendy Stitchy. She started this last year or sometime in the last couple of years. I think I have that information written down. It is escaping my brain right now. So she had already put in about 3,000 stitches. I've added a decent number of stitches at this point because I worked on it for 25/7 for 11 days total. I'm going to put another 3 days on it in 25/7 before I switch projects. That way I'll get a total of 14 days of 25/7. 2 weeks feels right to me, so I will do that. And then I think I'm going to 25/7 something else for a while. But yeah, so I've gotten a lot of progress on this. So pretty much all of the square chunky bits that you see on the left side, directions are hard for me. So starting with that sort of fox or wolf in the top left, all of those chunky bits, all of that is what Michelle did. And then everything to the right of that that's more curvy and less solid, all of that is the new stuff that I've added. So those interesting flower motifs, that X, the tiny little mouse. Do you see the tiny mouse? And then the deer that is jumping down from one part to the next. All of that is stuff that I have stitched since receiving this whip from Michelle. And I have a Fangirl Fiber Grogu needle minder, partly because I just love Grogu, but also because Grogu reminds me of Michelle. I think Michelle has this needle minder as well, so it's just one of those things. So this is our whip, mine and Michelle's. She has given it to me. It now belongs to me. It lives in my house and it belongs to me, and I'm the one that's working on it. But she started it, so it's ours. We're working on it together, which is super awesome. It's fun and exciting, and I like the fact that when I'm working on it, I feel like we're jiving. You know, it's cool. So so that's all the stitching. It's literally all the stitching. I have also worked on some knitting. I've done a lot more knitting than I have cross stitching. Let me see if I can get this out of here without too much problem. This thing has gotten large. It's quite large. Large. L-O-R-G-E. Large. This is my Slipstravaganza. Slipstravaganza is a mystery knit-along, an MCAL, that started in 2020, I believe, because we're now coming up on the 2022 mystery knit-along from Stephen West of West Knits. The 2021 mystery knit-along was Shawlography, which you can't quite see. Shawlography is this yellow bag right there. I'm about halfway through Shawlography. But as I am wont to do, I started a new project rather than finishing that one. I got to the brioche section and was like, part of it was Heike and Jasmine both decided that they were going to start this one in April or May, and I had FOMO. I had fear of missing out, so I was like, okay, I'll wind up my yarn. I'll start too. So I have started it. Let me, let me see if I can stretch this out without pulling all the, it would be really awesome if I didn't pull the yarn off the needles, the stitches off the needles. Okay, just give me a minute of struggling. While I do edit these videos, I don't edit this kind of stuff out. Ain't nobody got time for that. Who got time for that? Not me. Not me. If you have time for that, that's fantastic and awesome. I love you for the time you put into your editing. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for it. Okay. I got time to talk while I do it. That's about it. Okay. So there you go. Now you can see a little bit better. So this is where I am. This is where it is. It does not make a great face mask, just FYI. But so here we are. The colored yarn, the blue, purple, and pink. Oh wow, those look really cool. I haven't stretched this out very much to see what it looks like. So pardon, throat's dry now. So the colors are from Asylum Fibers. I got this kit specifically to knit the Stephen West Slipstravaganza. And those colors are really, really gorgeous. The black yarn is from Forbidden Fiber Co. And it is a colorway called Black Dahlia. I'm not sure if it's still available. But this is a section I'm working on now, which is called Diamonds. And the reason it's called Diamonds, hopefully you can see. So the directions. So the way the black yarn lays against the color stripes makes these triangles and diamonds, which is so cool. It's so cool. And then this is, the purple is hard to see, unfortunately. It doesn't pop quite as much as I'd like to, but that's the second section. And then this first section is the hexagons. These were super fun to knit. They look really complicated. They're really not. It's called slipstravaganza because you literally slip so many stitches. And the slipping the stitches is the largest part of how you get those shapes. It's really, really cool. So this is where I am. It's, pardon, sip. I should have made some iced tea. So, it's significantly farther along. I lost my train of thought. It's significantly farther along than the last time I showed it on the channel. I can't remember if I even showed it on the last Flosstube. I probably didn't. But I was probably somewhere in this section the last time I showed it to anybody here on Flosstube. So, as you can see, it's going to be quite a piece. It is quite large. It's going to be 5 sections, 6 sections, either 5 or 6 sections. I think 5. So I'm in section 3. I've got another 20-ish rows left. So I've got another, I think 2 color stripes and then 3 black stripes on top of it. That seems about right. Because that should be 4, there's 4 rows per times 5. Yeah, math. So I've got 2 more color stripes, 3 more black sections, and then this section will be finished. I'll be moving on to section 4. Section 5 is these great big chevron triangles that fan out from the bottom. Because when the whole piece is finished, you actually wear it from, when you wear it, this is the top. So this would wrap around your neck, assuming you wanted to wear it on your back or something like that. So this is actually the top of the piece. And it doesn't come into its full glory, really, until you block it. Once you block it, then you can really see how fantabulous the whole thing is. So, and the main reason I've been knitting more than I've been cross-stitching is because this is so much easier to just pick up. I don't need, I have my pattern, but especially this section, it's mostly knit rows. Sometimes it's knit, purl, knit. Sometimes it's knit, knit, purl, knit. But it's just knitting and purling rows, and then you slip a few stitches here and there. So, and each row has over 400 stitches in it now. So it really takes me 30 to 45 minutes per row at this point, because of just how large it is. So, it's not that I have fast progress. It's just that I have steady progress. So I do several rows a week because I take it to work with me, and I work on it at lunch when I'm in the office, because I don't eat lunch in the break room anymore. I don't like being around people. So I sit at my desk and I pull out my knitting, and I usually work a row, maybe 2 rows at lunchtime when I'm at the office. And then I usually work a few rows over the weekend as well. So again, slow but steady progress. But yeah, so that's the crafting. The rest of the stuff I've been doing is all small business stuff. It's either dyeing fabric, cutting fabric, serging fabric, taking pictures of fabric, posting pictures of fabric. In between that, there has been Expo. Expo happened last weekend, and it was pretty fun. I talked to more designers this time than I did last year, I think. Some of the same designers, because some people I just love and they're my friends. Some new designers, though, too. Placed a lot of orders, spent a lot of money. But hopefully it'll all be worth it in the end, when you all see some of the stuff. Most of the Expo stuff that I have ordered is already on the website. It's still listed as pre-orders because I don't have the things on hand yet. As I start receiving orders, which is what some of this is, I have orders from 3 designers already, y'all. Literally, Expo just ended Monday. It just ended Monday, but look. So yeah. The charts are already rolling in. So I don't think I'm going to have nearly as much breathing room between Expo actually happening and getting orders out. But the benefit of that is that folks that only ordered a couple of charts, excuse me, if they ordered from the designers who were getting shipped quickly, then those orders will go out really fast. I do need to wait for one particular order because I have ordered goodies to throw into the bags. So I need to wait for that particular order to come in so I can make sure that everybody gets a goodie. So that will delay things just a little bit. Otherwise, like orders would be going out tomorrow because so yeah, but I want folks to get goodies. I like to put little things, little extras in the packages because it's a little thank you from me to you for folks who purchase from me. There are a lot of options when it comes to purchasing expo and market items, and so when folks actually take the time to check out my website and purchase from me, I like to throw a little bit extra in there just as a thank you. If I get there should be some gift charts that I should be able to copy and include as well. So any of those that I get will go in packages also. So just FYI. But yeah, Expo was good. So many of the things that I have purchased that are still yet to be received are already listed on the website because I took pre-orders for them. There are some things that I have ordered that are not on the website yet that I will list once I receive them. That's primarily some stuff from Primrose Cottage. They have some fantastic stuff that I didn't get a chance to actually list ahead of time, but that I did purchase because I thought y'all might be interested. One of the most interesting things is that they have a book of Halloween smalls, and you know what September is, y'all. Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember what time of year it is? It is season of smalls. We are like officially today is the start of season of smalls. So I thought y'all might like a book that is full of small things for you to stitch. So so that'll get listed on the website as soon as I get it in my hands. I just paid the invoice yesterday. They just sent it to me yesterday. So it'll probably be at least another week, maybe a little bit more, depending on how long it takes them to get their orders together. So yeah, it's season of smalls, y'all. As soon as it's fall, it's season of smalls. That's how it works. Everybody else is all down, or not everybody, but a lot of people are all down for the pumpkin spice. It's the PSL season. I'm like, no, it is season of smalls. That's what season it is. It is spoopy season and it is season of smalls. That's what season we're in. If you like some pumpkin spice with all of that, then that's totally fine. But it's not PSL season. It's season of smalls. So what else is going on? So much to talk to y'all about. So being that it is September 1st, yes, it is Season of Smalls time. Again, this year, Season of Smalls is happening in conjunction with the marathon for missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit people. So hashtag marathon for MMIWG2S. These things are happening at the same time again. I am not a sponsor slash host for Marathon for MMIWG2S, but I am participating this year. Excuse me. If you follow Resist Stitch, Alicia on Instagram, or Two Martini Stitcher, who is Aaron on Instagram, they have both posted to their stories about kind of how things are going to be a little bit different this year with the Marathon for MMIW G2S. The main thing being that there are not going to be all of the Zooms happening that happened last year. Now, everybody loved the Zooms. We all love the Zooms. But it is quite a bit of time and energy to plan those and to enact those and all that kind of stuff. And they all have life things going on right now, which I totally get. So the folks that are running the marathon are Aaron McDaniels, Aaron Two Martini Stitcher, Alicia, who is Resist Stitch on Instagram, Rachel of Rachel Ray Craft, Michelle Garrett of Bendy Stitchy Designs. I feel like there's somebody else in there too. I might be misremembering, but they are really the four instigators, if you will, who sort of run the whole thing. And they've already set up the 99 Pledges website. I'll put a link down here for my particular pledge page. It's called 99 Pledges, but realistically, you are donating the money when you pledge. So don't let that confuse you. So the you it gets confusing every single year. So anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself. So the 99 Pledges website is already set up. Erin already set all that stuff up. I believe Michelle has a page. Alicia has a page. Erin has a page. Jasmine, Knitting Nurse, is going to participate this year. I'm going to participate this year. Rachel has a page. So we all have pages on the overall 99 Pledges website for the campaign. Now, what you'll do if you want to participate as a donor is you will go to one or more of those people's pages and you will make a donation. I think you can make a donation to the general page, or you can make a donation to individual participants' pages. And overall, we're hoping to raise $10,000 across all of the folks who are participating. Individual goals are like $1,000 each. So that part is kind of all the same as last year. The main thing, like I said, that's different is that folks won't be hosting Zooms. Now, that being said, I would like to host a couple of Zooms. These won't be official. I don't know why I'm saying it that way. They're not official marathon Zooms, but I would like to host a couple of Zooms because they were really fun. And I think it's a great way to connect with other folks who are interested in and care about the overall campaign. So I'm planning on, or I'm hoping to do, and this is like a really loose, penciled in kind of situation. I'm hoping to do one in September and one in October. Because I tried to say March. So I'm hoping to do 2 over the course of the marathon for MMIWG2S. Dates to be determined. It'll be closer to the end of September, I can guarantee you that. And then probably middle-ish October. Middle to late October. Just based on the things that I know are coming up in my particular schedule. So I'm hoping to host those. I'm going to be checking in with Alicia and Michelle to make sure I understand kind of not the expectations because these aren't official, but just kind of checking in with them for advice on just kind of how to set it up. The idea will be similar, that you'll donate to the campaign in order to get an invite to that Zoom. So it won't just be a free for all, everybody join. It'll be, make a donation and then you can show up. There will be prizes, and we'll chat and we'll stitch and, we'll have a good time just like we did last year. It just won't be every weekend, which is pretty much what they did last year. So there'll be 2 of those that I will be hosting, one this month in September and one in October. More details for that as we get closer. And you can follow me here on YouTube for details. You can follow me on Instagram for details. You can follow me on Twitch for details because I try to include all the things. So, and now that I know that I have a community page here on YouTube, I didn't know that they give that to you at 500 subscribers now. I had been like desperately trying to get to 1,000 so I could have a community page. That was one of my big things, to keep y'all updated about stuff. And I didn't realize that they had changed that. I wasn't paying attention. So, what am I doing for marathon for MMIWG2S? So the sort of default marathon is putting 100 hours into one particular project. But the actual goals are up to each individual who's participating. I cannot do 100 hours on one project. No. I mean, I can over time, but I am not capable of focusing on just one project for the next 2 months and putting 100 hours into it. I would get so burnt out that I probably wouldn't stitch for 6 months. Pardon, hiccups. So that's not what I'm doing. I'm also not, like last year, I'm not going to be stitching 10 smalls, starting and finishing 10 smalls for marathon for MMIW. That's largely because I'm not in a mental place where I feel like starting a whole bunch of new things, even if they are smalls. My brain is just like, nope. Nope. So this year, Season of Smalls and Marathon for MMIWG2S is going to look a little different for me from a participation standpoint. What I've decided to do for the marathon is, Luna is, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but she is scratching at a footstool she lately has decided that this footstool needs to be tenderized or something. Anyway, Luna, hey, hey. Anyway, what I've decided to do for the marathon this year, I have a bunch of whips, and I have not, there's a bunch that I have not touched yet this year. Um, And so somebody suggested this in a Twitch stream recently, that maybe I could put in a few stitches on each of my whips. That maybe that could be my marathon. I love that idea. That really resonates. The other idea I had, and I may do a combination of these. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm really, especially because we're raising money. For Indigenous women and girls, but also Two-Spirit people. Because we're including that, we're being all inclusive with this group that we're raising money for. I really want to bring some visibility to trans and non-binary people, and things like that. So I'm also thinking of trying to start and finish the Sailor's Delight chart, and I didn't get a picture of it. I didn't get a picture of it. I can pull up a picture of it here. I'm going to pause. I'm going to get the picture. We'll look at the picture together. Okay, I have the picture. Let's look at the picture. There we go. The magic of OBS. So this is Sailor's Delight. This is a fantastic chart from Dee and Kari. So Dee's 20 stitches and Kari Nakin. Kari Nakin. Kari, I apologize. if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. This is a very recently released chart from Dee and Kari, and it is a fantastic trans and non-binary representational, primarily trans, but representational cross stitch. So this is a trans man, trans merman, and he has some top surgery scars. That's part of how we know that he's trans, and it's just fantastic. It's super fantastic. I know this piece is particularly special to Dee. In addition to all the other things, it's particularly special to Dee as a representational cross stitch. And so I had this idea that in addition to working on things for Marathon for MMIWG2S, I also wanted to bring some trans representation into what I was doing. So in addition to stitching on whips, I would like to start and possibly finish this chart during the marathon as well. I thought about trying to do finish Transpride Tapestry and do this chart. I think that's too much. I think that's more. I think that's biting off more than I can chew. This particular chart is 93 by 100 stitches. So I'm not sure. I haven't actually pulled it into Pattern Keeper to see how many stitches that is. Hopefully it's, somewhere between 2,000 and 4,000 stitches. That's kind of what I'm guessing, based on the coverage and based on the size. So it's smallish. It's not a small. It's a medium. But I think that's doable. That I could possibly start and finish it while also working on my whips. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. So yeah, that's mostly what marathon's going to look like for me. Let me switch back here. So when I talk about working on my whips, so what does that mean? Rather than putting in 100 hours on one particular project, what I am going to do is set a goal for myself of 200 stitches per whip. How many whips do I have? I have 27. I have 27 whips. So we're talking about math. To the math. So that's 4,000 plus 1,400, so 5,400 stitches. Math. I'm not good with the math. Okay. So that's why I do all these counting things. Pardon. So if I get 200 stitches in on each and every whip that I currently have, which is 27, that will be 5,400 stitches, which will roughly equal about 54 hours for me. So if I'm not necessarily reaching out for a goal of 100 hours, but that kind of puts me right in the realm of getting to 100 hours if I put in 54 hours on my whips. And then that gives me about 46 hours to try to finish Sailor's Delight, which, assuming I can actually get 100 hours in in 2 months, assuming I can get there, that's right on target. That's because if Sailor's Delight is around 4,000 stitches, then it'll probably take me somewhere between 30 and 40 hours to finish. So 54 plus somewhere between 30 and 46 hours is 100 hours. So that's all the things. It's all the things, right? Because also I'm going to stitch some smalls. So this might be too much. This might be too much, y'all, because I haven't even told you everything else that's going on. So that's my plan, or my hope, or my intention for Marathon for MMIW G2S. The main point will be trying to touch each and every one of my whips for at least 200 stitches. And then I'd also like to stitch Sailor's Delight, so that's kind of all the thing. Then, of course, concurrently, we have Season of Smalls. So I am not starting and finishing 10 smalls this year. It's not, no. What I am intending to start and finish one specific small, possibly two, more if I feel like it. But that's, for Season of Smalls, that's going to be my participation. For me, for Season of Smalls this year, it's going to be all about seeing what y'all are working on and what you're bringing to the table and what you get to finish. So I'm going to be much more of an observer this year on Season of Smalls, but we'll get more into that shortly. So let me show you the small that I am super excited about. I'm super excited about this. So, this is a brand new chart. The whole chart is not a small. This is a brand new chart from Hello from Liz Matthews, and it is called For a Friend. And this was the new release from all of the Expo releases that just really hit me. Like, I have to have this chart. This chart needs to belong to me. I need to stitch this, like, immediately. I love it. I don't know why. I think it's the fractorish flowers and the colors and everything. I don't know. I just love it. It's just like, there was like Bittersweet Village, I think, was one of her last releases. It just hit me and I needed it. I haven't stitched it yet, but it's still in my to be stitched pile. But this was the one for me from Expo. And what I've decided to do, you can see it, like the whole thing is, it's sizable. I think this is more like a medium to medium large overall chart. But look at the little burb in the corner. Look at the burb. Do you see the little postage stamp burb in the corner? I'm going to do that little postage stamp as a separate small, and finish it somehow. But yeah, I saw this whole thing and I loved it. And then I saw the fact that there's this little postage stamp just in the corner that's like, I'm a small, stitch me. So, so I have to stitch. I'm pointing over here because this is the monitor for me where the thing is. But I have to stitch this. I have to stitch it. So I bought a copy for myself. I'm so excited because this is my small. This is my small for Season of Smalls. I'm so in love with it. I might have to stitch many of them because I love it. I love it so much. So yeah. So yeah. I can't even tell you. I can't tell you how much I love this. So that I'm super excited about. This is if I get only one small stitched for Season of Smalls, this is the small. It's this one. The other one I'm really looking at trying to stitch, like intentionally looking at to try to stitch. This is from a new-ish designer. She's actually been designing for a while. This was her first time at Expo. It's her first time doing printed charts versus PDF charts. So this is Christy from Pixel Pixie Cross Stitch. I get dyslexic with her, or the dyslexia hits me with the words. So it's Pixel Pixie Cross Stitch. And this is her submission for the Cross Stitch the Rainbow Autumn Garden collection theme. So this year at Expo, the last two Expos, they've had a theme. So the first one was the Moo the Merrier, where everything was a cow related. The second one was the Meow the Merrier, where everything was cat related. And all of those charts were designed with the same thread pack from Sulky. Well, this time they partnered up with Cottage Garden Threads, and developed this autumn garden colorway palette, which is gorgeous. I still have some in the shop. You should grab yourself some. And 25 designers designed across the theme of autumn garden using this particular palette. And this is Pixel Pixies. This is Christie's offering to that theme, and it's one of my favorites. It's not my absolute, well, I shouldn't say it's not my absolute favorite, because it's hard to pick my absolute favorite, but this is one of my favorites of all of the charts that I saw for this particular theme. I love autumn, I love fall, I love the colors in the autumn garden palette. It's all fantastic to me, and this one really popped for me. I really love Michelle's offering, Bendy Stitchy's offering. Hers is gorgeous as well. There's a lot of really fantastic charts. Also, another one that I really love is from Abby Top Knot Stitcher. She did one that says, have the best fall, or have the best autumn available to you. So y'all know how much I love, have the best day available to you. So she has done an autumn chart along that theme, and I really, really love that as well. So there's a bunch of these that are really awesome. They're all 60 by 60 or smaller, because that was part of the whole theme idea. So if you're looking for smalls, there are plenty on the website, which should be scrolling down at the bottom of the screen somewhere. But there's plenty at the website. I ordered extras of pretty much all of the Cross Stitch the Rainbow, X Stitch the Rainbow designs, so that I would have extras in case folks wanted them after the fact. So, and like I said, these are all 60 by 60 or smaller. We can, hold on a second. Let me see if I can search for some more to show you. I don't think I set up a specific collection this time. Oh, good. That did exactly what I wanted it to do. Yay. So let's look at some other designs while we're here. So this is the thread pack. You can buy the tonals separately. So the red, orange, the green, and the yellow, you could buy those as individual skeins if you want to. I have those available. I don't have individual skeins of the variegated one, of the multicolor variegated one, but I do have individual skeins of all the tonals. Or you can buy the entire pack, which is all 4 skeins. So those are available in the shop. And then there are several charts from various designers. So Flowers for Fall is from Works by ABC. Those I have on hand. That package has already arrived. Happy Fall, y'all, is from... Who are you from? Oh, Sweet Wings Studio. So this is a cute one too. We have Cozy from Hello from Liz Matthews, which is very cute. Oops. I hadn't actually planned to do this, like, looking through the website thing, but since we're here, let's just do it. I also have some cross stitch project bags from Wild Violet Cross Stitch that go along with the theme. Here is the have the best autumn available to you from... That's really big, isn't it? Let's go back. So this is the one from Abby, have the best autumn available to you, which is awesome. I love it. Love it, love it. These are from Ink Circles. This is another one of my favorite. Well, they're almost all my favorites. So Tracy did a fantastic job. She actually, I believe the chart comes with both of these, so it's a twofer from Tracy. This is from Tiny Modernist. This is Autumn House on a Hill. There's a little squirrel. So a squirrel and a burb. It's very cute. We have Mum's the Word, and here is Michelle's Autumn Colors. This was very popular. I do not have any copies of it yet. left, I should say. I ordered extras. They have all now been sold. I'll be getting more from Michelle soonishly, probably. So if you're looking for this chart and I don't have, well, I definitely don't have it in stock. If you're looking for this chart, just message me. You can either comment below or message me on Instagram or send me an email or something. Let me know that you're looking for it, because when I get a chance, if I get enough folks sort of pre-ordering in that way, I'll go ahead and place another order. But I want to make sure that the shipping is worth it. Did you really have to jump on the... Ma'am, you're standing on my cross stitch and on the computer. Ma'am. This is not okay. Not okay. Okay. And then she walks away. Cats. Cats. So yeah, this one has been so popular, I have no copies left. I have none left. But it is, I love this chart. I love this bird. I love the funkiness of all of it. It's fantastic. So, so this is a small sampling. Excuse me. Just one second. Dang. Dang, y'all. I didn't realize I'd already been talking for almost an hour. No wonder. No wonder. So anyway, these are some smalls that if you're looking for a small for season of smalls, here are some smalls. I'll probably have more suggestions for you as time goes out. Oh yeah, it says sold out right there as time goes on. But these are the ones that I have readily available. So that is, oh, let's go over let me show you on the website while I'm here. So Season of Smalls, the rules for Season of Smalls will be up on the website. You can look at what's on the website, and this is www. Oh, it's right there, mislaidpages.com. There is a link at the top that says hashtag Season of Smalls. So that's where all the official rules are going to be. The official rules will be updated. This will be updated by the end of the weekend. So by Tuesday morning, the official rules will be up here. Most of this is not going to change, but I need to update the dates. It all still says 2021, and there's going to be a few changes here. I'm still stitching, I'm still running it in conjunction with Marathon for MMIW. You'll still be able to participate like last year by either stitching a small or by either crafting some small thing, whether it's stitching, whether you want to knit something small, whether you want to diamond paint a small diamond painting, paint by number a small thing, whatever small you want to work on, it's totally open for whatever. So you can participate for prizes by making a small thing, or by donating to the marathon cause. So all of that is still the same. The main thing that's changing is that I will not be stitching 10 smalls this year. So if you're pledging based on how close I am or how you expect to reach my goal, we're looking at the whips. So the goal is to get 200 stitches on each of 27 whips. So if you wanted to give me $1 for each whip, that's $27. Or not me. If you wanted to donate $1 for each whip, that's $27. $2 would be whatever 2 times 27 is. So yeah, it'd be 6 times 9, 54, right? Maybe. So yeah, anyway, so the main thing that's changing is just the language about what I'm doing as part of Season of Smalls. I'm going to be stitching 1 or 2 smalls more if I feel like it, but the goal related to Marathon for MMIW G2S is how many whips that I actually get 200 stitches on. So that's what we're looking at. But like I said, you can still join for prizes. Don't fill out the... I need to update the link here. Yeah, I need to update the link for donation, and I need to update the Google Sheet. So don't do the things yet. Wait until it says 2022 on everything, and then you can do the things. Okay? Okay? If you fill out the Google form before I clear it out, you may not stay entered. Just FYI. Because I'm probably going to use the same Google form, but I need to clear it out of all last year's entrants. So that I know that everything is fresh. So if you fill it out before I have updated the page, you might get lost in the shuffle, so don't do it. Just wait. Wait until Tuesday, okay? Don't fill things out before Tuesday. I will have a fresh link to the 99 pledges page in the description here on this video. So if you need to donate or just absolutely want to donate before Tuesday, use the link down here. You can send me an email to let me know that you've donated. You'll need a copy of your donation receipt for this anyway. But yeah, I'll get all this updated over the weekend. Once everything has the 2022 dates, you'll be good to go. That's when you'll know that it's official. But this is where all the information will live. So up on the website. So Season of Smalls, I need to update this picture too because I need to add the G2S on everything. So to make sure that it's inclusive. So yeah. So I think that's all the questions about Season of Smalls. Or that's all the information I have at the moment for Season of Smalls. What else is going on? Everything is going on. Everything is going on in the next couple months. Okay, so I've talked about Expo. We've talked about all the stitching. Talked about the knitting. Talked about Expo. We've talked about Marathon. We talked about Season of Smalls. Okay, quick update on bird boxes, and then I'll tell you what else is going on in September and October. So bird box pre-sales have ended. That is completely done. So everybody who purchased one, thank you so much. If you didn't purchase one, I'm sorry. I doubt that I will have, pardon. I doubt that I will have any extras that I can sell after the initial ones ship. So I apologize. I do think there will be a few boxes available for in giveaways from various people, but those people will announce what giveaways they're doing. So there will be a couple of boxes available for some folks to do some giveaways. So if you weren't able to purchase one, you might be able to win one. But yeah, you'll have to get that information will come out in another way. I'm not announcing anything right now. I just know that I have discussed with a couple of people doing some giveaway possibilities. So that is a potential thing coming up in the future. So yeah, that's bird boxes. The nice thing is now that the numbers are finalized, I can start moving forward with other parts. I'm really super excited because I ordered the boxes, which doesn't sound like it's exciting, but I'm very excited about it. And I hope that everyone who ordered a box will be very excited about it as well. It was a big thing for me. I'm very happy that I was able to do what I was able to do. So I'm hoping that y'all will appreciate it as much as I do because I think it's awesome. So I just did that this week. Other things will start coming together very, very quickly. Most of the fabric is already dyed. I do need to dye one more colorway. And I need to dye my 18 and 40 counts for folks. And then it'll be sourcing and working on all the rest of the goodies that are going to be in the boxes. So I'm very, very excited about that. Potentially, there could be an August box next year. Heike is really pushing for it to be August boxes, which I'm not necessarily. I'm kind of in favor of that. So. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I kind of need to start planning that now if I'm going to be doing boxes for August next year, but I'm not in a place where I can really deal with that because I still need to, I have so much left to do with bird boxes. So we'll see. But should August boxes happen, they wouldn't go on sale until around the time that February is happening anyway. So these boxes will be out the door before I start pre-sales for any kind of other box that I might do. So no worries about that. It's not like they're going to go on sale anytime soon. At earliest, it would be January, but more likely February, March-ish before those would go on sale. So no worries. No worries. Just remember, August boxes could be a thing, so you might want to just pencil that in your plans. So, okay. What else is going on? Well, September is Sampler September. Some folks are stitching on samplers for the entire month of September. I think Heike is planning on participating in this. Michelle usually does. There's also, I just had this hit my radar earlier today. Natty and I think Kaylee of Kaylee Cross Stitch, are doing a Strand Day September, which I think is similar to Sampler September, but you put in one strand on something that you're working on. And Natty is always doing teeny tiny, actually, they're both doing teeny tiny stitching. So that's probably what it is. It's probably a strand on a teeny tiny stitch per day for September. I haven't gotten details on that, but I wanted to kind of put that out there because if you love teeny tiny stitching like I love teeny tiny stitching, you want to be following Natty and you want to be following Kaylee Cross Stitch. Just FYI. Also, September and October is Drills for Chills. Yes. Drills and chills. Drills and chills. I'm not hosting this. This is somebody else hosting it. Rachel remembers who it is. Rachel's participating. She's not hosting. I know Diamonds and Washi co-hosted last year. I can't remember if it's Diamonds and Washi hosting it this year or if it's the other co-host who's hosting it this year. But search hashtag drills and chills on Instagram, and you should be able to find at least one of the rules posts that gives you more information about who to check out and all that sort of stuff. The point of drills and chills, you don't have to do just diamond painting. You can do other crafts as well, but it's just to work on spooky things. So I may jump in on drills and chills. I'm not going to be jumping in for any kind of prizes. And I don't know the full rules, but I know that the basis is that if you're trying to compete for prizes, like intermediary prizes or the grand prize, it has to be a new start from today forward, and you have to finish the project before October 31st, and then you can be entered to win the prizes. So, I'm not bothering with the prizes because I'm not starting a new Halloween thing that I will be able to finish. I'm 100% positive that anything I start in the next 2 months is either not going to be Halloween themed or spooky themed, or autumn. I think you can do pretty much anything that's like fall, autumn, Halloween, spooky, anything that falls in that general, those themes. It's either not going to be the right theme or it's not going to be something that I'll be finishing. Guarantee you for the next 2 months. So I'm not even worried about participating for prizes, but I do have a Halloween themed diamond painting that I started ages ago. It's not licensed, so I won't really be showing it. Like, I won't be talking about where it's from and stuff a whole lot. But I might do some whip and chats, or I might do some Twitch streams where I'm diamond painting on this particular piece because it is a black cat and a pumpkin. And who doesn't love a black cat and a pumpkin for Halloween? So I might jump in on that. Because I'm looking at the Forlorn diamond painting that I last worked on. So the last diamond painting that I started is... it's a Diamond Art Club. Elephant White Hamsa, I think. White Hamsa Elephant. Some combination of those words. Excuse me. From Diamond Art Club. That is the last diamond painting I started. It's hanging up over there. That's why I'm staring over in that direction. I have some Halloween themed Moon Shop paintings from Medusa Doll Maker. However, I refuse to let myself start. They're massive to begin with. They're huge. But I refuse to let myself start those until I finish something else. So, not starting a new thing, and I certainly wouldn't get those finished. Excuse me, because they're just too big. But I did recall that I have a Halloween themed diamond painting that I think I got for Drills and Chills in 2020 and never finished. So yeah, I might do some diamond painting on that. I haven't diamond painted in ages, but I think that would be fun. So, okay. I think that's all I have. I've gone way longer than I had expected to. So I think I'm gonna sign off. Yeah, I've talked about all the things. If you have questions, the only thing I haven't addressed, I knew this. So the traveling humbug. I am still going to give away the traveling humbug, but I haven't drawn it yet, and I don't want to hold this video on when I'm going to remember to draw it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this video out. Next video, I will give away the traveling humbug. I will send it on to its next destination. If you're interested in the traveling humbug and you didn't watch the last video, then go to the Flosstube directly before this one and comment humbug so that you can get in the drawing. So you'll have until whenever I post my next Flosstube, which might be a week, it might be 6. Who knows? But you have until the next Flosstube to get your entry in for the humbug. So pardon. So yes, that is all the things. Now that's all the things. So I hope you are doing well. I hope you're all doing fantastically well. I hope you're having the best day and week and month that's available to you. I hope that that going into autumn is exciting for you. Oh, you know what? Y'all, getting into my ending and the one giant thing that I have written on here, y'all. Stitch. I wrote it in big letters and then I was going to forget it. That's the other thing that's happening. Stitch is coming back, y'all. Stitch. I am still in I'm still in disbelief. I'm in shock and disbelief. So the official announcement, so we got like a teaser a couple of weeks ago, and the official announcement with dates, with actual dates that actual things are going to happen, just came out yesterday. So September 23rd, there's going to be the big announcement, kickoff, whatever. They'll start releasing floss lists. They'll do all the things. And then I think October, middle or end of October is when Stitch finally starts for the next round. And I'm so excited. I'm a little bit intimidated just because there's already so much going on and now Stitch is happening in the middle of it. I want to be on top of Stitch, but it's going to be a challenge. Especially because I am still team captain of Sips and Stitches. I don't plan on relinquishing that anytime soon. But I'm still team captain of Sips and Stitches. Sips and Stitches is still alive and well. And, you know, if you're looking to participate in Stitch and you don't have a team and you want a team, let me know. I've actually already, there is a Facebook page, but I'm kind of moving away from Facebook. So the Facebook page is still alive. I'll still be updating somewhat there, but the main place for all things Stitch for Sips and Stitches is going to be on Discord. So if you're not already on my Discord server, I'll try to remember to put a link here for you to get on Discord. There's a private channel just for Sips and Stitches, and there's instructions on the Discord server on how to get brought into that. So if you're interested in joining a team, you don't have a team, you want to join a team, Sips and Stitches is happy to have you. It could be interesting from a logistical standpoint, just because I think I limited us to like 10 people before because I was afraid of trying to manage too many people, but it might be a little bit of a free-for-all this time. I already have a bunch of folks that I hang out with on Twitch who are super interested in being involved in it. But you know what? We're not putting caps on it. We're not putting caps on it. Hopefully there won't be 200 of you. That'll be too much for me to manage. But but if y'all want to be on the team, you can be on the team. So I'm going to try to bring over the folks from Facebook onto Discord. We're going to do most of the things on Discord. You know, if we can, if there's time and people want to do it, we can maybe have Discord meetups, and that sort of thing. So we are definitely, some teams are like, local and they meet face to face. We are not a local team because two of my best friends have been on the team since its inception, Rachel and Heike, and they are obviously not local to me. Ireland and Germany are very far away. So so we're open internationally to anybody who is interested in joining. There will be team challenges most likely, and that's part of the fun. If you don't want to be involved in team challenges, if you don't want to deal with the competition aspect of Stitch, that's 100% fine, but don't join a team if that's your situation. Just stitch and hang out in the sidelines and watch the fun, but don't join a team if you're not interested in the competition, because we're a little competitive on Sips and Stitches, and we've actually done fairly well for ourselves over the last couple of years, considering how small a team we are and considering how large some of the teams we're competing against have been. So I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited to be running a team again. Excited about how many people are excited about being on the team. So if y'all are interested in being on the team, You can drop a comment. I'll make sure that you get linked to everything. And yeah, so if you're not sure what Steotch is, go to www.steotch.com. Steotch. Steotch. Basically, Steotch is a husband and wife team who are snarky, somewhat not safe for work cross stitch creator designers, and they have been doing Steotch for more than 7 years now. And Steotch, the Steotch Along is actually what the event is. The Steotch Along is where a bunch of us, like bananas people, get together and we stitch a mystery design together. It's a mystery stitch along. And somehow during all of that, this whole idea of teaming up and having groups of stitchers competing against each other. So it's a world cross stitch championship is kind of how they style themselves. So there will be a mystery stitch along. There will also be team competitions that will involve all manner of things. Some of the things that Rachel and I have done as part of Steotch in the past, we created a music video. we we had Rachel's husband James do a dramatic reading of a rewrite of Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. We have taken pictures from all over the world. We've designed drinks and drink menus. We've done all manner of things to compete in these different challenges, and it's super fun, and it's just an awesome thing. I'm very excited that it's coming back. So that is the last thing. That is absolutely the last thing. So again, I hope you're having the best everything that's available to you. And remember what I always say, stay hydrated. Remember to take all of your meds and remember that you are enough. And I'll see you again next time.